what's up? Alright, today I'm going to be showing you the best graphics settings for Call of Duty Warzone on PC. This is just for like FPS. My FPS counter is at 80 right now. It's because I have a setting on, if I can, I have a setting where it's only caps at 80 in lobby. But, okay, I'm going to start off up here at the display. At display, you want to have full screen, as always. Display monitor, whatever you're using. Display adapter, you know, whatever. I have a 2080 Super. You might have a, I don't know, 2060. But, screen refresh rate, you can pick that. Mine's at a 144, so that means I'd go 100. If yours was at like a 120, you'd probably go around somewhere around a 75. And then advanced, it'll just tell you your actual display resolution. You want to like put that as over there, so you want to find where that is and put it right, like move this to find it. Because if I had it all the way over there, it wouldn't really look that good and take down my FPS. But I'm just trying to, you can see how it changes. Like if I have it as 100, it'll be the same and match up the same as that. After that, dynamic resolution enabled. You always want to make sure you have FreeSync off. But dynamic resolution, frame rate, target, you can just have that all the way up. It doesn't really affect your FPS at all. But I have it all the way up just so I'm able to get the best. This, you can just put it as automatic. It doesn't really matter. You always want to have VSync off. Always, always, always have VSync off. Custom frame rate limit, here's where it is. I have mine as custom. You don't have to have yours at this, but I just have my frame rate limit as max, so I'm able to get the best out of what I'm using. And in the menu, so I'm not overrunning my PC, just have it at 80. Your brightness, 55. That's only for me though, because I'm using NVIDIA settings. But, where was I? Yeah. Display gamma, doesn't really matter, it's just whatever yours is. NVIDIA highlights, always want to have that off, it just doesn't do anything, it's not really that good. And NVIDIA reflex low latency. You want to have that enabled, but not too high, not too low. I'm gonna discard just because. If you're playing on PC, I suggest anything above, keep it at around 110. And it's not gonna, as you can see, it's not gonna like mess up anything. If I could have it all the way down at 60, it's not gonna F up my, you know, like my VRAM usage. aka my FPS, but I'm just gonna have it on 120, so I'm able to get like farther field of view instead of just, you know, 100. You can set it as 110. Most pros use 110, but I don't really find anything wrong with it. Okay, you always want to have this on, okay? You see on the one to the left how it's aimed in. You can see like the trash can and then the wall at the front. That's all. You can't see the other trash can. But then on the other one, you can see the trash can. You can see both of the trash cans, the wall, the tree right beside it, and then like the door, and like the windows up there and everything else. Have that on because you're going to be able to see more targets if they're coming to push you. Yes, it will be harder to aim on them, but it also gives the visual perspective of you not having as much recoil as you actually will. So I just normally have that on. Yeah. Camera movement, you want to have this at the least. It helps your FPS, and also it's just makes your camera move a lot. Nobody really likes that. Streaming quality, if you're not always streaming, put this to low, because if I have it on, it's not really going to affect your FPS too bad, but it will affect your FPS. Text resolution, please don't set this up to as high as possible. It's just not worth it. As I had it all the way up here and it would just mess up my FPS. So always want to have that to normal. Texture, just put it to normal. This you want to have it to low because it doesn't really matter. And it doesn't really affect your FPS that much, but it doesn't really matter. After that, you want to have bullet impact and sprays. This doesn't really matter. It's just if you shoot out a wall, it'll show the bullet impacts. I just have mine off because it doesn't really matter. I'll turn it on though. You can see it doesn't really have an effect on your FPS. It doesn't really matter at all. I think translation. I don't even know what that is. I just have it set to, I have it set to near, should be. But near, you can see like right there, it doesn't really have that much pop-up, but over here it's like super high off the ground, and it has like a bunch of texture. You just want to have this in near because you don't want to be like having this at all, and like seeing it from miles away. All you want to do is like see like the pop-up whenever you're near it, if you really want to go. Or you could just turn this completely off so it just looks like that, but I don't really like it looking like all flat. My world looked like a pancake. Dismemberment and gore effects, this is all up to you. Personal preference. I normally have mine on just because nothing's gonna affect my PC. Doesn't really matter. It's just all personal preference in your PC. My max is like right there. On-demand texture streaming disabled. You don't want that on. It can actually like take up some FPS, but it doesn't really matter. Just have it off. It's not useful. Once you have this disabled, all this, that's not necessary. Film strength. How all the way up it actually increases like your film strength, as you would think. For film grain, you want to have this all the way down because you don't want it to be looking like a, you know, like pixelated and I don't know, like little pieces of dust all over your screen, which sucks. The NVIDIA, this is only for NVIDIA. It's the NVIDIA DLSS. Sorry. It doesn't really matter. It's just set for like, I don't know. Do you want to do 8K gameplay? Do you want to do 2K gameplay? It's just stuff like that. I have mine disabled because it doesn't really matter, but I can turn it up to like a balanced. But balanced does like offers both, yeah, and quality. So performance, imagery, and quality. So I'm gonna actually set that to both because this doesn't matter at all. It's just, of course, I can't say it. Personal preference. There we go. You can see it's just like, hold on, where is it? It's just like sharp right there. I just have it disabled compared to like it looking all nice and like clean and like up there too. Instead just looking like all sharp and like all sharp and then like clean and all that. I just have it. No, I don't. It's whatever. This is just, again, personal preference. But I do have mine on disabled. It does tag your FOV, but as you can see, it's much clearer over here. Then whenever you aim it, it just looks horrible over here. And you can see more textures on your weapon. World motion blur. Disabled. You don't want to be, like, turn around and look like it's all, I don't know, like you're playing on 1 FPS. I don't like it. Gets on my nerves. It gets annoying. Weapon motion blur. I do not like this because it is just, again, blurry, and I don't like whenever I turn, it'll just become blurry, and like it'll also like increase like that for some reason, like where it's like different colored, and it's just my NVIDIA filter and how high I have it set. It doesn't really matter for like map resolution, shadow map resolution. I just have mine set the normal. It should be like in the between the middle of that, but this is at low. You can see like it doesn't really look that good. The shadows aren't really that good, but over here like the shadows are great. They pop out. They look good. I don't really care. It doesn't really matter. Oh, my throat's gonna dry. Shadows enabled. All this sun shadows. I just have mine enabled. Lighting. There's not really a difference at all. It's just lighting. Doesn't really matter. You can just have this set to normal is what I have its mine set to. You can put this on enabled. It doesn't matter. Most people say have it off, but it doesn't really affect me that much. I mean, I can't even tell the difference, but I'll probably have it. I'll set the off, see what I can do. I just have it set to both. It's more visually better, and reflection will have that set to high. It doesn't affect your FPS at all, and you should be fine with that. I'm gonna save all those settings if I didn't mess anything up, and I'm just gonna hop into like a random. Here, I'm gonna go into training. Oh, my throat hurts. Talking too much. Your FPS. I'm normally capped at around the 128, which I'm still gonna be capped at. I made all those changes.
I'm going to be joining you on this mission.
But it'll just
follow
seem
my
much
lead and we'll
clearer.
secure ourselves a victory. Landings can be a little rough. Move around a bit to make sure you didn't break anything. Time to gear up. Notice that a supply box makes a distinctive sound when you get close. Follow me. Now that you've got through its paces. Nice shooting. Gunfire will alert you to an enemy's presence. Open your tac map for a clearer view. There's an enemy nearby. Let's move. Get close to revive me. Okay, that one hurt a little. We're splitting up. Heading onto that sniper perch. You go on ahead. You can ping anything for your team.
For retrieve on the mark. Going
Pick
off.
a spot and mark
Setting
its
weapon.
location. Enemies incoming. You need to take them.
Down and out.
I'm gonna train these up really quick.
I'm hit.
Nailed him.
No, that was real good. I really thought shotgun. That's fine. Me and my friend Matt are gonna be playing here. How did I shot?
Under fire.
Oh, hello. I was barely pushing my analog. I have my
Only one left.
2 seconds.
Great work out there. Now you're ready for the real thing.
I have my That's like this. 128, latency 7. I am hardware though, so it makes sense. We'll call my friend Matt, see if he's up to play. And yeah, see if we can get some gameplay. Oh my god. If you're just watching this for like good like graphic settings, then you can like stay on, but or if you can leave, but I'm gonna be playing with my friend Matt, seeing if he's up to play. Ugh. Throat hurts. And I'll probably just start a separate stream later whenever he gets on, so I will see you guys later. Please make sure to subscribe and like. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you don't like the video or like what I was doing, put in the comments, tell me what I did wrong. And also, I'm going to be having a video coming out tomorrow of how to get this controller thing. As you can see, whenever I press a button, it changes. But I have a PS4 controller, but I can't change it for some reason, which I'm working on right now. But as you can see, if I press a button, it will work. I'll like pop up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the content, make sure to like. I've already said this. I will see you guys later. See ya.